Hi everyone, thanks for watching another video. It's gonna be a video about positivity in your life. This is also the first time I check out this new setup here with the GoPro, and but that's not what it's about. I want to talk about how to stay positive in your life. We all go through certain things in our life that we didn't expect. Can call it setbacks. We all have a certain idea of what life's supposed to be. We all have dreams and aspirations, and we can all have setbacks on different parts of our life. Might be family related, health related, related to the relationships in your life that are dearly to you, people that you might lose through divorce, through sickness, to whatever. We're all gonna die one day, definitely, but it's what you do with your life and the time you have on this planet. It's very easy to get distracted and be taken down by your emotions. We're all emotional. I would call myself highly emotional. I have kind of a temper, but I'm also a nice guy. It really depends on the situation and how I feel I'm being dealt with, and how it's being responded to me as a person. It's a lot of expectations you put on other people, and people will disappoint you sooner or later. That's just the nature of it all. Last 3 years were difficult for me. I went from being married to being divorced. Went from having a healthy kid to a kid with some issues health-wise, and I was suffering because of all the stress with, yeah, you could call kind of an alcohol addiction, to numb the pain, to numb myself so I didn't have to feel, because it was too hard and I needed to keep on going, not even for myself but also for my employer, and I just didn't want to fail. That also meant that I didn't take the time to process a lot of things. So my mental processes were being numb because I didn't want to feel the pain. And if you don't deal with the pain, you cannot solve the issue. And when you in the thick of stress, in the middle of it, you can't think straight. So you have to take it one day at a time. And I didn't take the time that it took those last 3 years to think of all the things that happened. So I didn't see the empire crumbling. That being said, now I see there is a future because I focus on the positives. And I know it all sounds very cliche, but you have to have something that you believe in. You gotta have something to live for. Either for your daughter, hobby-wise, job-wise, family-wise. There gotta be hope. There has to be hope. And you have to give yourself time to go through the pain, to deal with it, to cry, or to go exercise, to release those dopamines that you get after accomplishing something. Pick up some boxing gloves and punch a bag as hard as you can until your knuckles bleed. At least you feel something else than the pain from inside. You feel the physical pain. That night you will sleep fine. When you sleep fine, you have more energy. You have more clear mind because you have more energy to think straight. Health-wise, try to eat healthy. It's fuel for your brain. It all sounds very logical, but when you're tired, when you're numb, you don't think logically. And there was a time I was so tired from the hustle of life that I didn't take good care of myself. And if you don't take good care of yourself, you can't take care of the people around you that depend on you, because always people depend on you, especially when you're a man and you're the man of the household. So that taught me a lot. And the concept of what if it doesn't kill you makes you stronger, I 100% believe in that. I believe in that. That's not just a statement that's just thrown around there for nothing. It really is true. So what I'm gonna do next, I'm about to settle here in a new place. I mean, I moved, like I said, I divorced, taking care of my daughter half the week. There's still a lot of things I have to learn, but you gotta look at the positives. You know, there's one big problem is eliminated. I have time now. I have time to develop myself. I have time to go through the pain. And yes, I still drink an occasional beer here and there because I gotta enjoy myself. I like to listen to music, especially music from my childhood and when I was, even before that, when I was a teenager. It brings back a lot of memories about life. I mean, I'm 1.5 years from now, I'm 40, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I think with age you mature more, and there should be more peace in your heart because you know that a lot of things you went through give you many insights about yourself and your abilities. So I think it will only get better with age. And we can all, you know, nobody can go back to the teenage days or to their 20s. I mean, those days are gone. And what you did back then is what you did. And also back then you did it to the best of your abilities. And you can't think with a 40-year-old mind to your 20s and think, I wish I should have done this, wish I should have done that. Those times are gone. So don't think about it because that's all negative energy. You can't put it back. The only thing you can put out there or what you can change is today and tomorrow. I can't change what happened yesterday. You know, so put your energy in places that is good. Find a hobby or try to at least, and that's a very important one, find a job that you like. Even if it pays less. Last 2.5 years, there wasn't a day in my life that I hated to go to my job because I like my job. I like it a lot and it gives me energy and it's 40 hours in the week. It's not, compared to Americans, it's not even that much. But it's your most productive hours in the week you're working for an employer. Or if you're self-employed and 40 hours is nothing, then you work maybe even double. But even that is a choice. If it makes you happy, do it. If you're in a bad relationship, try to work it out. Do to the best of your ability to save it. But if you see the other person is not feeling you, is not hearing you, is not making any changes, you gotta leave. Life is too short for this. And people all go to their own struggles in life. And you can't save everyone. I mean, I went through my own struggles. I'm still going through my struggles, but that's normal. The things that I've seen the last 3-4 years, I mean, a lot of people would fall off. They would have a burnout, they would have something. But because I have a good job and because I'm also quite a strong person, it didn't happen. Knock on wood. Positivity is gonna get you out a lot of situations. I'm never contemplating suicide or anything like that. Even in my worst days, I didn't. The only thing I know that with drinking, it releases sort of a dopamine factor. It numbs you and it gives you dopamine, so you feel happy. It's like you see the world around you a bit different. It's like it's color. I always have to think about the Mafia 2 game. When he drinks 1 or 2 beers, it's kind of a different kind of coloring. You know, that kind of vibe. It makes you relax. And when I'm stressed, I feel my stomach. And if I drink 2 beers, I don't feel my stomach no more. I can eat, I can laugh, I can talk. So I used it also as a coping mechanism, as a survival tool. I'm not saying that you should do that. It's best to deal with your pain. And yeah, you might not sleep well for a month, or it's difficult to get to eat because you're lacking of appetite. And I went through all of that the last couple of weeks because now I fully understand my new life and where I'm going and what I have to face. But at the same time, I see the possibilities again. And I do want to take you on this journey to take a look at somebody that can be honest about what he went through, can speak about it fairly easy, and just want to share this. I'm not a pretentious guy. I'm quite honest. I'm also honest about myself. I did make mistakes, but we all make mistakes. And the thing is, you should learn from mistakes. And listen, I do different things now than I was 21, you know. And when I was 21, I was a different person because I didn't went through much drama yet. And you have a different outlook on life. When you think you're 21, you think you still have so many years left. And it's true. But 21 until now, it really flashes. Like, time goes so fast. So it's so valuable what you do with your time. And I know that, I mean, I have a nice job, I have a good job, the salary is good enough for me to pay my lifestyle, but I don't need that much. So I also figure that people went through much more difficult things, especially when their childhood wasn't good and everything. That's my childhood was good. I was raised well, I really think so, and the values that I got from my parents are still valued today. And with each generation, those values change, I would say. Not better, not worse. It changed. But we all go through rough patches in our life. And the key is to stay positive. Stay positive, have an outlook, have an outlet as well. If you like mechanics, buy an old car for a couple of $100 or euros. Try to fix it. Try to have this goal in your mind. I want this car to be driven around next summer. Work towards it. You know, something to do alone or with friends or like a project. Go hunting for spare parts on a Sunday or on a Saturday morning. Do your research. Gain knowledge. Life can have so many paths to happiness. And if the path that you choose 5 years ago doesn't make you happy no more, follow a new path. Learn a language. Learn how to cook. As a man, you can also chase girls, but at the same time, it doesn't make you happy because I think a lot of times people are trying to fill a certain void. I thought I'm gonna have a family for life. I thought this gonna last for a long time. But within 3 years, the empire was crumbling and it was over. I'm not going to go into many details why. It takes two to tango, so we both made our mistakes, but we didn't fight enough for it to make it happen. There were also many problems surrounding it, and it was just not a healthy environment for anybody. So what I try to get, I don't try to fill the void with alcohol or with girls or with whatever, you know, it's very easy as a temporary distraction. But I think in the long run, it will make you feel less connected and even more empty. A lot of people will experience emptiness in their lives because that's just the way society is set up. It's not very satisfactory to go to your job every day, be stuck in traffic or take the public transportation, have to wait in line, have to do this, have to do that. And when you get home, you still need, you know, so you have 2 hours for yourself left and then you go. And if you want to excel in your job, those 2 hours should be invested in yourself, learning a new skill so you can stand out, joining the rat race, doing this, doing that. And I'm not saying that you should be that ambitious, only if you want it yourself. But if you want to get out of a bad situation, you should put time on yourself to improve. And you can improve in many fields, being educational-wise, health-wise, dealing with emotions, especially that one is very important. How to deal with emotions, how to not let emotions dictate how you feel, to block certain things out. And don't do that all the time because that's also not healthy. But at a certain point, if you're tired, you don't feel motivation, but you have to get this thing done, get it done. Get it done. Do it. Don't think about I'm tired. I mean, the next 2 days you might be able to catch some sleep. Do it. You always got to constantly think, is this going to help me further in life? Is this thing needed for me to get ahead in life? Or you know, make this conscious decision where to put your time and energy in. And also I feel victim to it. I mean, this is also a gaming channel. I do play video games, which can be addictive as well. And I think I have an addictive mindset to a lot of things. Everyone wants pleasure and relaxation and whatnot. But when it's time to shine and when it's time to go for it, you go for it. And another evening you just relax. You play a video game for 1.5 hours. I don't really see a big harm in that. I'm not harming anybody. But everyone has his vices to escape this rat race and this crazy life where it's never enough and it never stops. It never stops. That's just the nature of this business, or this business of living. I mean, think about it. You get born, and before you slowly start to develop as a young person, they already put you in the educational system. And they tell you every day what to do, what not to do. And first they let you play, so they see what kind of things you are attracted to. And at a certain time you have to read, write, all those stuff, and which is great, of course. And then you put in the educational system, high school, middle school. And I still remember at a young age, they try to ask you, what is it that you want? Where you want to go? Basically, before the age of 13, they already want to put you in a certain direction. At 13, you don't know nothing. At 20, you don't even know nothing. So, but eventually you get to the point where you want to be. And for me, that happened at, let's see, 36? Yeah, 36. Then I finally found what it is that I like. But it was a combination of all the experiences and jobs that I had put together, put it in a new mix, and that was the combination that everybody drank and say, this is good. Where you get, you know what I mean? And I found my calling, and that's already most of the week that you have to spend on your job. And if that makes you happy, then you're already golden. If you have a great relationship, fine. You need to keep on working on it. I mean, people lose interest in each other fairly quick in this day and age. It's also another work. It can be very good, but it can also be a burden. And the wrong girl can ruin your life. It can ruin your life. So always be very careful with that as well. But to kind of conclude all of this, after the rain comes sunshine. And I know it's so cliche, but it's the truth. You can't stay down forever. You go up and you go down, and that's life. And there will always be something to knock you down in life, always. But it's also a learning event to get to understand yourself better, and everything makes you stronger on a daily basis. So that's on a personal note for myself as a reminder, but also for all of you, that what I'm going through now and what my mind state is. And hope it can help somebody out there. I really hope so. And I will keep on doing these things, this time to reflect stuff, and I like making these, and these come natural to me, so I keep on doing that. I hope it is useful, and if you have something to share, please leave me a comment. I will get back at you, and hope to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.